Have you ever wondered if there's a final chapter to human history as we know it? Many ancient prophecies speak of a time unlike any other, a period often called the Great Tribulation. This isn't just another crisis, it's described as a short but incredibly intense time of global upheaval that changes everything. The story begins with a shocking, worldwide event. Millions of people, the true followers of Jesus, suddenly vanish from the earth. Imagine the chaos, the confusion, the questions. Planes without pilots, cars without drivers, families torn apart in an instant. In the vacuum of this global mystery, the world is desperate for answers and stability. And right on cue, a leader emerges. He's charismatic, brilliant, and seems to have all the solutions. He promises to unite the world, to bring peace where there was chaos, and security where there was fear. For a moment, it looks like he's succeeding. The world breathes a collective sigh of relief and rallies behind this single, powerful figure, ushering in a new era of global unity. But this peace is a fragile illusion. It shatters as a series of unprecedented catastrophes begin to strike the planet. We're talking about natural disasters on a scale never before seen, environmental calamities that make the Earth itself seem to groan in pain. Economies, once propped up by the new global system, collapse into dust. What was promised as a utopia quickly devolves into a worldwide state of emergency. As the crises mount, the true nature of this global leader is revealed. He's no savior. He's a tyrant. He uses the chaos he likely helped create to seize absolute control. He declares himself not just a leader, but a god, demanding worship from every person on earth. To enforce his rule, he introduces a new system, a mark that is required for anyone to buy or sell. Without it, you can't get food, you can't work, you can't survive in his new world order. It's the ultimate form of totalitarian control. For those who awaken to the truth and refuse to bow down or take the mark, life becomes a nightmare. They face intense persecution. It becomes a time that tests the very limits of human endurance and faith. Holding on to truth and integrity means risking everything, and many will have to make a choice between their physical survival and their eternal soul. It will be a time of immense courage for a new generation of believers who find faith in the midst of the chaos. Just when it seems that darkness has completely triumphed, when hope is all but extinguished, the sky will split open. Jesus Christ, who was once on earth as a humble servant, will return. But this time, he comes not as a lamb, but as a conquering king. He won't be alone. With him will be the armies of heaven and all of his followers who had vanished earlier. It will be a sight of unimaginable glory and power. In a swift and decisive victory, he will defeat the tyrannical leader and all the forces of evil that have plagued humanity. It won't be a prolonged battle, it will be an absolute end to rebellion. With this victory, he will establish a kingdom of perfect justice, righteousness, and peace on earth. So, what's the point of this dramatic story? It's a profound warning. It cautions us against placing our ultimate hope in any human leader or political system, no matter how promising they seem. History is filled with leaders who promised salvation but delivered tyranny. This story takes that to its ultimate conclusion. But it's also a powerful promise. It's a guarantee that evil, suffering, and injustice do not get the final say. They will be judged and brought to a definitive end. It's an encouragement that our choices matter, that faithfulness and integrity have eternal value, especially when they are tested under the greatest pressure imaginable. Ultimately, the Great Tribulation is not just an ending, it's a turbulent, painful transition. It's the birth pangs of a new, permanent era of peace, where God will dwell with humanity in a restored world, free from pain, sorrow, and death. So the real question this story leaves us with is this: where are we placing our ultimate hope? Is it in the temporary powers and systems of this world, which will one day fail? Or is it in the eternal King who promises true, lasting peace? It's something worth thinking about. Thanks for watching. If this video made you think, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores these big questions. See you in the next one.